First of all, I would say that I must congratulate the organizers because we have really gone quite far in these 2-3 days that we have been discussing, and the result is right in front of us in the form of this statement. I feel that this is a very landmark statement, and the statement is landmark for 5 reasons that I'll just summarize. The first reason, I think, is the implication that this statement has on the very philosophical base of the way we look at heritage. It is fundamentally going to shake the way we have been understanding heritage in a very narrow sense. And we are really moving in a direction where we are opening up and really seeing beyond what we have been used to seeing heritage as something to be just preserved, to be just looked at as a book or a leaf from history that has to be kept and preserved. From that to an approach where we are now trying and pushing the envelope, trying to meet, interact, and have an interface with various departments, disciplines, is really a step forward. And I think that's where this statement is a step towards that direction. And coming to what that means for ICOMOS, it means a lot because it is actually going to push this debate on heritage within ICOMOS in a direction that we would like it to move. To look at it in a very evolutionary, dynamic manner, to really see how heritage has a role to play for the future, not just as a passive thing to be protected and preserved. So this, I would say, is the first implication of this, which I would make sure that within ICOMOS, with the help of my other colleagues, we take that forward. The second implication I feel, which has also been mentioned by you, is the implication on policy. Mm-hmm. There's a huge implication on policy because the way policies are framed, not only in this country but everywhere actually, is that they are very much sectoral. Mm-hmm. There are policies for environment, there is policy, as you said, on economy, infrastructure, and so forth. But when you look at the cross-section of how these interact with each other, water is a very important tying element between them. So how do we make this statement have an implication on the policy discourse at the national level, where heritage actually is not seen as, I have a little different opinion, rather than seeing it as a fourth pillar, I would see it as a transversal thing that cuts across all the pillars. So that is the second implication that I see of this document, which we have to take forward. The third one, which we have come up with this statement, is the implication on tools, because we are very clearly suggesting that there have to be new tools, as you rightly said, on risk mapping, on risk assessment, evaluation. This has a strong implication on developing those tools. And in a way, that also is something that we have to work further, develop new tools where water and heritage are integrated. So that, I would suggest, is the third important implication of this. The fourth one, in my view, is the implication on research and academics. We have had a very good session yesterday on capacity building, and what we really figured out is that what is really important is to have more research, because there's a lot of knowledge about the way people have been living with water, the way it has evolved, as is very much there in this statement, but we need to have examples. We need to have those examples and we need to present those examples. So that, in a way, is a big onus on academic institutions and research organizations, that how do we bring that relationship out and disseminate it, which in fact is the fifth important implication on dissemination. And to have publications, to have various kind of awareness raising methods through publication, for example, of case studies, would be also a very important thing to bring forward beyond this. People, all of us who are already would say we are already changed, but what about others who are not really aware of it? So I think that's the fifth implication on dissemination and communication that this document has. So I feel that this is a big step forward, and this is just a starting, and I think the real work begins from here. So that's what I would like to say here. Thank you.
Thank you.